Alright, man. Welcome to the 290 Moe podcast. I appreciate your time. If you could, introduce yourself to my viewers and listeners.
It's your boy Shawty Trap all here. Shawty, your favorite rapper, favorite trapper, your favorite trapper, favorite rapper. You know what the fuck going on.
Alright, man. Appreciate you for coming on the show, man.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
For the viewers and listeners who this may be their first time meeting you, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna start from the top, you know what I'm saying? So, if you could, let us talk to us a little bit about where you from, where you grew up at.
Okay, I'm from the Austin neighborhood, South Austin. I'm from Central and Lake. I was born and raised out west. Like around, by the time I was 14, when I started high school, I moved out south. And I pretty much spent the rest of my life back and forth between out west, out south type shit. So.
Okay. So we got to get this established out the way. Is you from out west or you from out south?
like I always tell people, I feel like I'm honestly from both. Like
that's how I feel.
Yeah, I feel like I'm from both. Like, cause like I definitely grew up out here. Like, you feel me, born and raised. Like, you feel me. But once I got to a certain age, once I got in that teenager, you feel me, like 14, I went out south, and that's where, like, you feel me, I really like grew up, like, you feel me, type shit.
Okay. And just because, you know what I'm saying, the gangs and everything, it's a reality here. If you had to gauge it, which one you feel safe on?
To be honest, in reality, on some real shit, I feel safer out south. Cause that was like my honeycomb hideout and shit. Cause at the time, motherfuckers didn't know me out there like that. You feel me? A lot of people had. When I moved out there, a lot of people knew me out here, so it was pretty much burnt up type shit.
Okay. So, growing up, you know what I'm saying, growing up out west and out south, what role did music play in your life at that time?
So I started doing music around like 5th grade. And I started doing music because in 5th grade, I had caught a real bad skin infection. And it like fucked me up. I was walking around looking like a monster and shit. Up until that moment, I was pretty much a lame. Like, you feel me? Like, I was from the city, but my OG raised me with like a suburban lifestyle and shit. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So once my skin got fucked up and my shit got better, I just knew I ain't want to be no lame no more. You feel me? So then that's how I started rapping. I started rapping, trying to be cool, like, you feel me, on the floor. And then it just became my life, like, on the floor.
Do you remember that instance? Was you freestyling? Did you go get a notebook? Was you getting your 8 Mile on? What?
So it started off crazy as hell and shit. Like I said, I used to be a lame and shit. You feel me? A little geek. I used to be skateboarding and shit. I played the Tony Hawk's games.
I did too.
Yeah. Yeah. So I started off stealing the little raps from the Tony Hawk's game, rapping them at school and shit, you feel me? Because nobody else played Tony Hawk's like that. Right. So they ain't know, you feel me? So I was finessing that first. And then I'm like, fuck that. Like, I'm tired of stealing raps. I got to come with my own shit. And then I just started writing shit, you feel me? Okay. Yeah.
Well, what was the subject matter of them first raps? Because you said at first you was talking about whatever the fuck they was talking about on Tony Hawk, but now that you writing your own raps, what you talking about? Like, at that time?
At that time, like, I guess I was really just on some, I was just on some like rebellious shit. So I'm just talking about anything, like talking about you know how rappers always say, my teacher said I was gonna make it, shit like that. And knowing I'm lying though, because I was a geek at the time. Right. You feel me?
Good grades.
Right. On the phone, dead hoe. So
alright, so okay, so you starting right? How far from that point to taking it serious? You say to like going to the studio? Was it after high school? Was it during high school?
Yeah, it was after high. No, it was like during high school. Like I had dropped out probably like sophomore, junior year. One of them. Like I dropped out and shit. And like that around when I dropped out, that's when I started taking it serious and shit. My homie them. I was hustling with them on Lockwood and Madison and shit. And they also had a studio in the trap. You feel me? So I'm in the trap and I'm in the studio faithfully every day and shit. And that's like when I first started taking it serious.
Okay. So when you start taking it serious, what it looked like? Did you like, I just want to record songs and put them out? Or you was like, I wanna make an album. I wanna, you know what I'm saying, get signed. Then, what was it? What was your mindset at?
I never
you
had
want
the
to
mindset.
share with your friends. What was it?
I always want to take this shit to new heights type shit, you feel me? But I ain't never like, I instantly knew in my mind, like I never really wanted to get signed. Like, once I knew it was motherfuckers out here doing this shit without no deal, like I knew I wanted to go that route. You feel me? I got a problem with authority. Like, like I'm rebellious as hell.
Okay. And where did that come from? You know what I'm saying?
I think that comes from just like a mixture of different things and shit. Like, I used to like before rapping shit, I was into a lot of rock music and shit. You feel me? And I think like, I think that probably set the tone for me growing up. Like, fuck the authority, fuck system, fuck the system, shit like that. You feel me? That just set the tone for me.
Okay. So what's your creative process like? Is you a writer? You freestyle?
I'm both. Like, it all depends. Usually when I go to the studio, with a certain type of mood type shit. You feel me? Like, I probably go in the studio like, I'm feeling like this. So since I'm feeling like this, I'm finna freestyle the song. You feel me? Then some days I feel like, fuck it, I want to write this shit. You feel me? It all depends on how I'm feeling at the time. You feel me?
Okay. So, what about your support system? Like, when you told your OG, you said she tried to raise you up like in a suburban lifestyle. What was her reaction when she found out you was rapping and do your, you know what I'm saying, the rest of your family fuck with the music, or they was like, that's just like, my cousin that rap?
My parents, like, thank God for my parents, man. They rest in peace. Like, they always was real big on like, you could do whatever you want type shit. You feel me? And they really encouraged me. You feel me? Now the rest of my family, like, they weren't really with it, because the rest of my family, they come from a suburban lifestyle. So they really like, that's my cousin that rap. You feel me? But my parents and shit, like, they were supportive of it.
Okay. And coming up, what was you listening to? You know what I'm saying? Other than the Tony Hawk and shit. Like, once you start.
So like, during my lame era, my geek era, you feel me? I was listening to a lot of rock and shit, especially like Nirvana, All American Rejects and shit. That's what I was listening to. And then when shit started to change for me and shit, I started off listening to Kanye. You feel me? That was first. Like, that was my hero.
Yeah,
like,
Kanye, the first rap CD my mama bought me. Same Jesus Walking.
I swear to God, same thing here. College Dropout on the phone. First album I ever had. And then once I jumped off the porch and got outside and shit, you feel me? It was like Jeezy. A lot of Jeezy and Joel Santana and shit, you feel me? Like, them three, Kanye, Jeezy, Joel Santana influence. They the reason I rap the way I rap.
Okay. So you what changed from OG trying to bring you up in a certain lifestyle to you jumping off the porch? Like, how did you end up outside? Did OG pick up another shift? Or
no, it was like, my OG always been like a workaholic. So it was just like that, and mixed with what I had been through with my skin and shit. Like, I was already on some, like, you know, like, I just didn't want to be no geek no more and shit. You feel me? And I was just looking at my peers, the motherfuckers who was getting the respect and shit was the motherfuckers who was already outside. So I'm like, fuck that, I'm gonna go outside. You feel me? And like, just growing up and shit, I'm arguing with my OG and shit. You feel me? I started running away a lot and shit, and just being outside, you feel me?
Alright, so you jump off the porch, you go outside, you instantly respect it, or you had to get in a couple squabbles?
I had to do a lot of fighting. I had to do a lot of fighting and shit, man. Like, I had to really prove myself, you feel me? Like, I end up earning along the way, but I had to go through a lot of shit. I had to, you know, get shot, get stabbed, fight, all this goofy ass kid shit, you feel me?
Okay, so Young Trap. So I'm assuming, you know what I'm saying, you said you was hustling. That's where the name come from?
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I used to run away and shit. And then at one point I started hustling and shit. So while I'm gone from the crib and shit, I'm missing, you feel me? I'm out hustling type shit. And it was this nigga and shit, he was an older nigga, his name was Cutboy, you feel me? And motherfuckers, like, I'm around probably like 13 at the time. Motherfuckers steady seeing me outside and shit, you feel me? Because I wasn't going home, you feel me? And motherfuckers asked him, like, you feel me, what the fuck Shorty be doing outside? You feel me? Shorty be trapping. And then he just stuck with that name. Like, he always called me Shawty Trap after that type shit on the phone.
Okay. So was you trapping and rapping at the same time, or did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the phone. Yeah, on the phone. I picked up both at the same time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And did your subject matter change at the same time, too? Did you start, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, once I got outside, shit, what I was rapping about changed drastically.
Okay. And what was your mindset at then with the music? Was you trying to do mixtapes, or was you trying to get signed? Was you?
Yeah, I wanted to do mixtapes back then because that's all that was hot.
Is that what you did? You put one out? Did you?
Yeah, you could kind of say that. Like the niggas who I first started rapping with and shit. You feel me? Like they used to burn up CDs and shit. You feel me? But it'll be like a compilation of all of us and shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
I ain't put my first tape out till like 2013 on the full Hustle and Shut the Fuck Up. That's when I put my first tape out.
And how you think it came out? Was you happy with it? Was you like, I gotta come better next time? What was your great grade of it?
Like as far as like the music that was in the content.
Yeah, and
I
for your first mixtape.
Yeah.
Was you proud of it?
Yeah, I was proud of it. I'm still proud of it to this day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, even though I look back at some of them. Yeah, for sure. I look back at some of them songs like they weak as hell now, but they was still like for that time. They was raw.
For sure. Okay. Yeah. Still talking about while you speaking on the times. What are you listening to outside of yourself right now?
I listen to a lot of underground upcoming artists and shit. You feel? Yeah. I'm real heavy on the New York drill shit. That shit be having my mind going. I like that shit a lot.
Only thing I like about that shit, it be too short, bro.
Yeah.
The one like the K-Flock shit be like 1 minute and 48 seconds.
Yeah. That's like the trend now. Short music and shit. I would listen to an old song. I forgot what song it was. I'm like, damn, motherfuckers really used to be rapping 3 verses.
On the
phone. Now motherfuckers one.
A chord.
You get 2.
2 verses, 4 choruses, 3 choruses.
Come on, baby. 4 dead hoes. But I fuck with New York drill a lot. I fuck with a lot of Bay Area motherfuckers and shit like Lil Bean, Zay Bang and shit.
Yeah, you listen to music.
I listen to music on the phone there, homies. I love music on the phone. Then I listen to my peoples a lot and shit, like motherfuckers from my hood and shit. You feel me? My homie Dollar Don, CL Caps, YH Dolo, MP Gutter. Like I listen to a lot of motherfuckers that's on their way. You feel me? On the phone.
Okay, for sure. Okay, so what you got your ears to the street? You know what I'm saying? Listen to all these people. How do you push your music out to the mass? Like, how do you get your music heard? You know what I'm saying? Like
Facebook be doing a lot for me, Joe.
For sure.
Yeah, Facebook be doing
all
a lot.
All social medias. You know how to twerk it, right?
Twitter, at one point in time when I first started off
that's
with
the
this
only
shit,
one I can't focus.
I was good at Twitter for a minute, but then I fell back from Twitter and it ain't been the same. I just got back on there and shit, but it ain't the same, you know, like on the phone. But Facebook be doing a lot for me. And then Instagram, I think Instagram the best way to push your music to people who don't know you. You feel me? Facebook be doing great for the fan base that I already have. Instagram be doing better for people who don't know me. You feel me? Type shit.
Sure. All right, so you got a show coming up. Before we get into that, what's your views on like features, on like working with other artists? You know what I'm saying? You said you got some homies that rap. What are your views on features? Is that something you're not interested in? Is it something you only do with the guys? Is it?
I love features. Like I love working with motherfuckers. You feel me? Not like shit different though. Like when I first started like taking this shit serious, like 10 years ago and shit. You feel me? Like it seemed like the whole city wanted to work with each other. You feel me? But now it ain't really as much. Like people ain't really too much thirsty of working with each other no more. Like everybody trying to do their own shit, which I understand.
And plus it's dangerous, man.
Yeah, exactly. You do a song with a motherfucker, and that's how you know motherfuckers he went to and want to smoke you. On the phone.
Somebody in the background of your video so you fucking with
on the phone, dead homies, yo. So like I love that shit though. I love working with different artists and shit. You feel me? I just wish everybody felt the same. You feel me? On the phone, but yeah. I feel like we could all get filed together.
For sure.
On the phone.
Yeah. If one of us make it to the radio, but I'm on the song, then we both on the radio type shit. If I
fuck,
make it to the radio, but you on my song, you know what I'm saying? We both on the radio.
We both together on the phone.
Sure. So, okay. So talk to me about when you getting opportunities like to perform at shows and stuff like that, is that something that's new as far as your rap career goes, or is it something that you been doing, like this ain't your first show?
It's something that I've been doing and shit. Like, it's like it ain't too much shit with this rapping shit like that I ain't did yet, except become big. You feel me? I ain't been on the radio either. Those two things, but pretty much everything else I pretty much did with the music shit. Like,
okay. And just speaking more on the radio, when you create music, you be like, I gotta have one for the radio, I gotta have one for the females, I gotta have one for the club. Is that something that you take into account, or you just?
It's just something I just started recently taking into account. Like, on the phone, just started recently. Like, before then, I always been like, I'm gonna make whatever the fuck I feel like making and push whatever the fuck I feel like. But as of lately, I've been trying more so to like, alright, I'm gonna cater to the people, see what they want and shit, cause the fans matter more than anything.
For sure. All right. So, and just what you touching on that, who would you say you make music for?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, Joe. Like, I'm so versatile with this shit. Like, I got a song for any moment. Like, so I'll say I'll make music for everybody and shit. Like, I got a song for any moment you could think of. So yeah, I do this shit for any and everybody willing to listen type shit on the fuck. Yeah.
What would you say be the highlight of your music career so far?
The highlight of my shit. That's a good question. I think the best time like I'd have had with this shit probably just like around that bop era and shit. It wasn't nothing like a specific moment, but my name was buzzing at the time and shit, and it was just like with the Fifis and shit going on, coming to Fifis, motherfuckers already knowing me and shit, like on the phone, like it felt like, at that time I felt like a real celebrity type shit. You feel? People still know me now, but at that time it was like the height of so far. You feel me on the phone?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what's your favorite part about making music? You know what I'm saying? You said you did the shows, you know what I'm saying? You done drop the tape. What's your, is it the recording? Is it the writing? Is it?
Yeah, it's the writing and recording. Like, I really like, cause like music, at first it was just something so like I could gain respect and gain status. But then it became something like emotional expression, like, you feel me? Like, whenever I make a song, I'm letting something off my chest, like, you feel me? I'm using it for expression, and that's be my favorite part about it, like, for being able to express myself on the phone.
Okay. You got the show coming up on November 25th, tomorrow, Friday, actually. So, other than that, what's your roadmap looking like, you know what I'm saying? As far as, you know what I'm saying, your upcoming goals, is it a mixtape, is it an album? What can we expect next?
Yeah, I want to come with an album, Joe. It's crazy as hell because I was just listening to a lot of my shit, and like I got songs where I'm like, yeah, album coming soon, and they from years ago. Shit like that. So like, I
that's
really
want
chronic
shit.
Yeah,
for sure. Detox.
So like, yeah, I really want to come with an album and shit. I just been really working on like revamping myself, you feel me? Because when I came in, like I came in as a drill rapper and shit, you feel me? Over the past few years, I've drifted far away from that, you feel me? And I just been working on getting that shit together, getting like the whole rebranding together type shit.
Yeah, that's real, man. Because the drill, you know what I'm saying? The drill, I look at drill music like it's part of the culture at this point, you know what I'm saying? Especially coming from where we come from, you know what I'm saying? And if you know anything, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers dancing and going crazy to music, but the lyrics be, you know what I'm saying, what's really going on.
So, for sure. My baby.
So, you know what I'm saying, I consider that a part of the culture, but also evolving, you know what I'm saying, it go a long way as far as your craft too. For the instance, look at Dirk, you know what I'm saying. That man, he probably the only mainstream drill rapper. I consider Keith's mainstream, but he ain't Keith. You gonna see Dirk on the Pepsi commercial,
right? Exactly.
You gonna see Dirk on the Pepsi commercial.
Keith's name just mainstream.
He the godfather of this shit, but Dirk, you know what I'm saying. He involved himself, you know what I'm saying. Like,
but Dirk really took this shit to new heights, like on the folk, homie.
Is that the same type of thing you went through? Like you was like, I just gotta change the different my subject matter, or you just want to make a different style of music, or
like
you start having kids, and what made you the change?
I had my son young, but that definitely played a part in it though, you feel me? But what played the most part is like I was seeing the effect my music was having when I wasn't around. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm seeing like I'll make a song, I'll probably diss the ops in the song and shit, you feel me? The block gets shot up, you feel me? And that shit didn't sit right with me, because it's like I'm doing music to get out the hood, you feel me? I'm not doing music to stay in the hood, you feel me? So if I'm doing drill music and I'm out the hood, you feel me? Motherfuckers who on my block who still in the hood, they dealing with the effects of my music, you feel me? And I thought that shit was lame as hell, you feel me? So I'm like, nah, I'm trying to get in Beverly Hills and shit. For my music, getting motherfuckers I say I love shot. No, that shit ain't cool. So I said, fuck that shit.
You mentioned you having your son young, so he probably at the age now where music is also a part of his life. So do you let him listen to your music?
Yeah, he was a fan of my shit for a long time. Yeah, he was probably like my biggest fan and shit. But now he 12 now, so he be having his own shit going on. He listens to a lot of Lil Yeet, Summer, Autumn and shit. Yeah, that shit be crazy. Yeah, that shit be crazy. I
thought you was gonna say Lil Uzi. You talking about Lil Yeet? I thought that was a song. Shit, what was it? Yeet
on my baby phone.
Oh, sure. Okay. So I got a few more questions before I let you go, man. So with you being an artist, you know what I'm saying, and it's like I said, the gangs and stuff, you know what I'm saying, where we come from, you know what I'm saying, it can get treacherous, you know what I'm saying. So do you carry yourself, you already kind of spoke on it a little bit, but do you also carry yourself different, you know what I'm saying, when you like going out to shows, meeting new artists? Do you gotta like be more open up? Is that something that you had to learn, or something that you was already gifted with, or how was it being, you know what I'm saying, from the streets, but then having to go in these new places, new venues, meet new people and shit like that?
Yeah, that shit be like, it be kind of like, you feel me? Cause like at first, like especially with me being like being from the block that I'm from and shit, you feel me? Central and Lake, we probably like the most hated block out west. Like nobody really like us like that. You feel me? And like that shit played an effect early on in my music and shit. You feel me? Cause like I see like motherfuckers would probably try to like phony kick it with me because they know the name that the block got. You get what I'm saying? So they'll try to phony kick it for that reason. But whole time, since they know we into a lot of shit, they not really gonna fuck with us for real. You feel me? So I had to deal with a lot of weird ass personas from people. You feel me? Like, so like that shit right there, that shit always been kind of weird to me. But like, besides like when I go into like venues and shit, most of the places I go to, like it'd be a certain type of crowd there too. Like, you feel me? I ain't just going in no rowdy raw spot, you feel me? Cause that ain't what I'm into no more. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like most places I'll be going to perform at or I go network at, it'd be motherfuckers like hipster motherfuckers, that type shit, you feel me? And I'll be cool with that. You feel me? On the phone there.
Okay. So what's the goal? What do you hope to get out the music? What's the is it a major? Is it your own label? Is it?
I really just want to get to a point where like I'm living comfortably off doing what I love. Like that's what I really want to do. Like, you feel me? I ain't gotta like get no millions off this shit, you feel me? I just want to be able to take care of my friends and my family off music, like, you feel me? And do the shit that I want to do in life off music, you feel me? On the phone.
Okay, that's definitely honorable, man. So if you got an unlimited budget, you can get anybody who want on your breakout feature. Who is that and why?
Man, can I narrow it down to two people?
I'll give you two.
Alright, Kanye and Keith.
Oh yeah, I thought you were gonna say Weezy.
Okay. Yeah, Kanye and Keith, Joe. Wayne almost made it, but like Kanye, because like that's my hero. He pissed me off with this White Lives Matter shit he done pulled. Yeah, but that's my hero. Like Yeah, Joe, like, I mean, everything to do a song with him, you feel me?
Yeah, that shit rubbed me the wrong way at first too, but he had said something that Drinks Champs. I was like, that kind of makes sense. Like, his baby mama white, you know what I'm saying?
On the fuck,
white lights do matter to him, shit.
Yeah, it's just like...
But it's the wrong time to wear that shit.
Right, exactly, on the phone. And it's like a heavy-ass statement.
Sure.
Like, you feel me? It ain't no just regular statement. It come with a lot of meaning.
How you feel about what else he going through? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like, man, my pops used to always tell me some shit, Joe. And that shit stuck with me through life. Like, your mouth gonna get you in the most trouble than any other part of your body. And that shit's so true. Like, just talking, you feel me? Sometimes we just do better being quiet, you feel me? And letting people see our actions, you feel me? And that's what I really be wanting from him. Like, we know you a genius. We know that through the dope, you feel me? Like, your actions that already spoke for you. You ain't got to do as much talking no more. You feel me? On the phone.
Yeah, if he was definitely just doing music, they'd leave his ass alone. But
yeah, for sure.
He got too much going on, man. He got a lot of power, man. And
yeah, for sure. Like,
anything they can do to take any black man power, they gonna do that shit instantly.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
white people say nigga all the time. Kyrie say black people the real Jews. They give him a list of things he gotta do.
Yeah, that shit was weird.
White people just gotta come on TV like, I'm sorry, I said nigger. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. That's all you gotta do. He ain't gotta go talk to NAACP. None of that shit.
Come on, baby. Yeah, that Kyrie shit, like that was like some buck breaking ass shit.
Yeah,
like,
for sure. That's all it was.
Yeah, like that 6 things he had to do. That shit was weird as hell. Like,
somebody need to come so you can come on to LA, man. Get us some shit, man. All right, man. Before we get up out of here, man, let's talk about the show, man. What's you go ahead and promote it. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, Joe, I got a show. What that say? The 25th, Friday. 25th.
Oh yeah, that's tomorrow. So what? So we talking about this, but when this interview come out,
right?
It's gonna already be happening. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go. But the footage gonna be out for that
show. So yeah, keep talking. Is it Jumix?
Yeah, Jumax. That's yeah. I'm opening up for him and shit. You feel me? Mm-hmm. He like he kind of like Juice WRLD type of artist. You feel me? On the fuck there, Homie. But yeah, I'm opening up for him and shit. Turn that bitch up, you feel me? Bring a whole new flavor to it type shit, you feel me?
Okay. And how was that connection made? How did you end up on the ticket?
Like, sometimes I get in my mode, shorty, like, well, I just start looking for shit. You feel me? Like, on the phone, I just start looking for shit. And I can't really tell you, like, exactly how I found it. I was just in one of the modes.
Research,
like,
man.
Yeah, just research, trying to see what the fuck going on in the city and how I could get involved. You feel me? That's really how I get any of my shows. You feel me? Like, I'm real proactive with my like career. You feel me? I try to do any job that's needed. You feel me? So if it come down to like, I feel like I want to perform, I'm gonna go look for performances. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So is anybody else on the ticket or just y'all two?
I think I don't really know if it's anybody else. Like, I wasn't informed of them. I'm pretty sure it is though. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
What's it like being on stage, man? Is that something that you have to practice for? Was you Eminem, Mom Spaghetti? How?
Like, I ain't.
You in the mirror? Just
early on, like, yeah, I definitely was on that. Yeah, on like fucking up and shit. Like on. What's dude's name on 8 Mile?
B-Rabbit.
Yeah, on the phone there. I definitely was fucking up and shit. But once I got in the hang of it, I got in the hang of it. But like, it's still like, even to this day, like, it's still a lot that I'm learning about performing. Like, something I just learned recently and shit. You feel me? And this might sound like crazy as hell, but like, I just
learn new shit every day. Joe.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I just learned when you on the mic, you're not supposed to yell into the mic. You feel me? Like, a lot of times people get up there and we raise our voice, but the mic is meant to make your voice sound loud, so you could keep your regular voice. And I just learned that over 2 years.
It's clipping and shit.
Yeah, exactly. I used to come on that bitch, get loud, but you don't need to do that. I just learned that. It's all about that voice control.
All right, man. Go ahead, let the people know where they can find you on social media, where they can find the music. You know what I'm saying? What you got coming up next, where they can reach out to you if they want to work with you, all that good shit.
Shawty Trap, You could find me on YouTube, Shawty Trap, SHAWTY. Y'all know how to spell trap, TIAP. You feel me? Social media, you can find me on Instagram, All Hill Shawty. You can find me on Facebook, Shawty Trap. You can go like my fan page and shit. You feel me? That's pretty much the best ways to get up with me, Joe. Or outside in the streets, you gonna see me. You feel me?
All right, and real quick, I want to talk about the music video you dropped. Is that the last video you dropped? Was you OT?
In the moment, yep, yeah. I stay OT, yeah.
Okay.
There, I was in LA on the phone. Okay. That's really like my favorite spot. That's like my second home besides the city on the phone.
Yeah, that shit was dope. I'm sure they had a budget on this one.
That's how I try to come for all my videos. Like, even if it ain't got a budget, I'm gonna make it look like it.
Right,
on the
for sure.
So my baby folk.
All right, man. Like I said, man, appreciate your time. Keep working, man. Stay safe out here, man. And I know you keep working, man, doing these shows. I'm gonna have you back, man, before you blow up, man. So
yeah, for sure, Joe.
Two of them on that list. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad to be here. I'll fuck with your platform for sure.
Man. All right, man. A minute, gang.
Yeah, for sure. Love, Joe.
Love.